What's up, everybody? How's it going out there in internet land? Oh, today was an adventure getting this set up, but we're here. Let's have fun, man. So this is the virtual album release party extravaganza, and for those of you who just happen to be passing by, I put out an album yesterday. So I put out an album yesterday, the first solo album I've ever put out into the world, and so now I'm gonna play it and talk about it and things like that. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. I can work with that. So this thing started. The extreme majority of the album was recorded in a closet in a one-bedroom apartment over March and April or so of this year, during quarantine. I say extreme majority because there was actually one guitar track that I recorded in my old room at my brother Kyle's house, and kind of like, I guess, started recording this thing then, and then got distracted and moved, and didn't get back around to it, and then started recording this, and I went to cut this one song, and I was like, well, hey, there's already a guitar track, what's that sound like? And it sounded pretty good, so thought that was cool. But this first tune I wrote at a gas station, waiting on my tank to fill up at like 2:30 in the morning. Don't remember where we were coming back from, but I was leaving Brian's house after coming back from somewhere out of town playing a show, and it's kind of just like exhausted, but still in that weird, like, cheap gas station coffee, kind of wired but kind of asleep, weird feeling. And anyways, wrote this one leaning on a gas pump. Goes something like this. Could've used some more sleep, but I rolled off the couch and out the door, shaking like the needle on the gauge of this old dusty dashboard. Coffee and gas almost broke down and bought a pack of smokes, but I thought better of it, and instead I had to tow. Nighttime is the right time if you wanna have the road all to yourself. By the time the sun comes up, you'll forget why you even left. Funny how 1,000 miles can go by without saying a word. Sometimes you scream and shout, and all those quiet thoughts were. Now I'm dead ass tired, and all I wanna be is gone. Leaning on a gas pump, just dreaming of the next time I'm home. I don't know why I even unpacked my bag. Guess it keeps me from feeling so bad. 'Cause every time I leave you alone. the airport and set you off Kentucky bound. Had to watch you walk away, usually it's the other way around. Called up that I love, but the planes drown out the sound. Now I'm dead ass tired and I don't wanna be alone. Staring at the wall, dreaming of the next time you're home. Don't know why I even unpacked my bag. Guess it keeps me from feeling so bad. 'Cause every time I leave you alone. Now I'm dead ass tired and I don't wanna be alone. Staring at the wall, dreaming of the next time you're home. Always takes so long to unpack your bag. In the closet and throw it in the back. Walk right in like you never even left here at all. Right on. So that's track number one. It's got my good friend and bandmate Derek Lane playing bass on it, and he crushed it. Playing in my favorite key, B flat, the people's key. So I wrote the first half of that song, leaning on the gas pump in Wake Forest, and then kind of got it up to the chorus, and I didn't really know what to do with the second half. And I guess like a few days later, a week later, my girlfriend was heading out of town for some work, and it's kind of like the first time, or at least in a while, that it was just me and me at home and her gone, and everything that reminded me of her there, but she wasn't there, and kind of got a glimpse of kind of what she goes through every week when I leave. And so it's kind of a juxtaposition, if you will. SAT word for the hour. So this was an adventure setting up, man. Let's see. My green screen failed on me there at the end. I had to do a emergency tape job. I'll fill you guys in a little bit on this. So this is my door right here. So I kind of like whenever I'm in here doing the green screen thing, I gotta like kind of stay in here, else it's kind of a pain in the ass. But got all the way in here and got ready to go, and realized that my capo is in the bedroom. So luckily had Senior Old Capo in here. Hopefully she won't buzz on me. We'll see. This next tune is I wrote this one a while ago. Tuning. Can't tune silently with a condenser microphone, unfortunately, people. This tune is kind of a I don't want to call it a breakup tune, but it's about people moving on and just kind of how people come and go out of your life and thinking about those things. See if I can butcher this. Going away tomorrow, hell, I might even slip away tonight. If I can't sleep, then I'll just drive, and if it's dark, it might just feel alright. It's been so long since I felt so alone, I can feel it in every one of my bones. And I know I'm not needed anymore. I just wish I knew. I wish I knew what this was for. Leaving's always been my plan. Couldn't bring myself to let it go, babe. I think I finally found my time. There's nothing here left to make me stay. And when the sun goes down tomorrow, won't be seeing it from Ohio. And by then I hope I've come to realize that I saw nothing. I saw nothing in your eyes. I walked away before and I came back again. Keep finding ways to climb under my skin, and there's a hole from every time that you return. And you think I would learn? Yeah, you think I would learn? When I found myself out there, years have passed that helped to ease our minds. I hope you'll think of me and smile, and wonder where I am from time to time. 'Cause we're on boats just floating along. Run on faith, we get stuck in the fog. And anchors only hold you for so long, then you ride the wind and hope you weren't wrong. And hope you weren't wrong. Right on. So that tune's called Anchors, and that is the second track and only breakup song on the album. Nobody's ever written a breakup song before, right? It was the first one ever. So I got a good friend, Will Maxwell, to put some fiddle on that, and it might be my favorite musical thing about the album. We did some really cool stuff with it. Caleb did some panning and kind of made it sound like we took a few takes and kind of made it sound like a big kind of orchestra type thing. But it was really cool. So thanks, Will. If y'all need anybody to put some violin or fiddle on your album, hit them up. The difference between a violin and a fiddle is that a violin has strings and a fiddle has strings. That's right. So the next tune on there, this one I wrote, I don't know, I guess about a year ago or something like that. Our dog, his name is Cosmo, and he was the executive producer on the album, and kept me in line, got me out of bed every morning, and made sure I was working on it. But anyways, this song's about him. Well, slept all day, even though I slept all night. Went out for a walk and I tried to start a fight. And I ain't had bacon and wings, and everything I want's always out of my reach. I got the Cosmos blues, well, yes I do. Well, I ain't seen no baby in 14 lonely years. I ain't thought of her walking with some other dog just brings me to tears. But freedom is what she wants. She better not come crying trying to eat my lunch. I got the Cosmos blues, well yes I do. Well, pick it then. Now that she's gone, what in the world am I gonna do? Yeah, she took all my money, even tried to take my gold tooth. And I did my best to keep her around, but now she's on a train headed out of town. I got the Cosmos blues, well yes I do. Well, in all my days I've never seen another woman like her. Yeah, she acts like she's the only woman in the world. It turns out she was just a bitch, but if she ever looked back, I'd fall for it. Got the Cosmos blues, yes I do. But won't you take me down to the lake so that I can see if my baby is still around? And if she ain't, I guess I'll go on home and eat alone. But if I had to pick, I'd say she's the one missing now. Well, slept all day, even though I slept all night. I went out for a walk and I tried to start a fight. And I ain't had bacon and wings, and everything I want's always out of my reach. I got the Cosmos blues, well yes I do. got the Cosmos blues. Yes, I do. So that's from my buddy, Cosmos Blues. That one was a fun one to record. So let you in on a little bit of the recording magic. So I'm not gonna move it because it was a very delicate setup to get all this the right way. So I'll go a little bit further. We'll let you in on even more secrets. So I have athlete's foot apparently, and I got like this blister from. Anyways, I'm like hobbling around, so I'm sitting down today. I'm not a big sit down and play guy. I'm more of a like stand up and be moving around. But I'm sitting down today, so getting this angle just right was a little tricky. But anyways, sorry to gross you out. This microphone that you see the very top of, that was my dad's, and he bought it. I don't know when he bought it, but I wound up with it, and this microphone and a SM57 are all I use to record the whole thing. So I had to do it track by track, which is lame. I wanted to do it kind of just recording guitar and singing at the same time, but didn't have the capabilities to do that, didn't have the money to do that, go to a studio. So pretty much did the whole thing through this microphone right here. But yeah, don't remember where I was going with that. So yeah, recorded the whole thing on there, and finally was happy with it after a little while, and after I redid a bunch of stuff, and I would go on walks every day. This was like during the beginning of quarantine when things were really weird and nobody was leaving, and I would just go on walks. And I used to go walk at the lake, but then there was like a gajillion people down there every day because everybody was at home. So I would just walk through the neighborhood, and every time I would go on a walk, I would think of something different to do, and so I almost quit going on the walks because I thought I would never finish. But that's where a lot of the lyrics got finished, and a lot of the structure ideas and that kind of thing. Just go for a walk. Not strenuous exercise by any means, but more like meditation, I guess. I pretty much have any second that I'm awake, I've got some sort of song playing in my head, and that seems like it'd be a cool thing, but can actually be sort of nerve-wracking after a while. But I've found that if I can just walk, I can actually turn it off and just not think about anything. But anyway, so this next tune, this one's called My Last Night, and we were driving, me and the boys, the Fog Boys, we were driving down east somewhere. I think we were headed to Surf City, and I was just kind of staring out the window, and I saw this house, and I don't know where the idea came from, but it just popped in my head that there was like a world-class guitar player that lived in that house, and he never turn the volume up a little bit. I need to, he says. Sorry, anyways, let me cut all this stuff up real quick. Thanks, Adam. Let's see. Properties. Nope, we want filters. Alright, that should be a little bit better. Making adjustments on the fly. Hope it doesn't clip. I need somebody to master this thing. Anybody do live mastering, like, as it's happening? Anyways, so we're driving through rural eastern North Carolina, and I'm staring out the window, and I see this random house, and this idea pops into my head that like the world's greatest guitar player lives in that house, and he never got to do anything with it because he lived in the middle of nowhere basically. And it kind of made me think about so I grew up like half in the country and half in the city, and I've always been kind of thankful for that, to get to be able to see both worlds, you know, like the beauty of crickets and it being dark and all that, and then also like people being able to get together in town and go to shows and stuff like that. But this guy, this hypothetical guy, he never got to do the city part. He only got to do the country part, and so this is a song I wrote about that hypothetical guy. Thought the world was against him, and it sure seemed like it was. Too much stress, too much debt, too much growing up when he was young. When he was young. Bought a house at 22, 2 shitty jobs. Worked the day and worked the night. Worked like he was grown, even though he'd never known what it meant to feel at home. Every now and then he'd find a minute to reflect on how it felt like he'd been robbed. 'Cause honest pay every day couldn't amount to enough, and the bills never stopped. By the time he was 40, he had a lifeless stare. Hurting knees and hurting back, hurting everywhere, wishing he was rich and witty like one of them boys from the city. Grew up in a small town where you walk everywhere. Never saw an airplane till he had gray hair, but what a sight it was that day. You never knew you could just fly away. What he'd give to be on board without a care, just flying off to the heavens up above. But instead he just looked straight ahead and kicked the first rock he could find. So Lord, I don't know what I did to be born out here in this godforsaken place. I don't mean to complain, but I could use a little rain. There's too much dust in my eyes. While I got you on the phone, why did I have to be alone? I can't take more of these nights. I can't take more of these nights. I can't take more of these nights. Walking down a hallway in a hospital gown, waiting on 2 o'clock to see what they had found, wondering what the doctor would say, hoping that he had a few more days. Sure use a cigarette at a time like this, thinking of everything he was gonna miss. Ain't it funny sometimes the things you love gotta give up. Said he'd give anything for one more year, make a beeline headed west and never come back here, live out his final days, watching sunsets and slowly slipping away. When he got back to his floor and opened up the door, the doctor did his best to shun his gaze. Said there's no easy way to say it, so I guess I'll just say, well, I'm afraid it is too late. Lord, I don't know what I did to be born out here in this godforsaken place. And I don't mean to complain, but I could use a little rain to wipe these tears off my face. And while I've got you on the phone, I can't wait to come back home if I faced my last night. So have I faced my last night? Have I faced my last night? Right on. So that's a tune about a hypothetical dude out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna make a small adjustment real quick. I'll turn that down a little bit. Do that. Do that. Do that. What's up, everybody? Sorry, I can't get to my computer that well today, so I can't really read the comments that well, but hope it sounds good. I'll pop over there every little bit and check them out. Alright, back into the Matrix. Oh, so let's take a break. How's everybody's week? Tell me how your week was. My week was pretty cool. Let's see, what did we do this week? We did the live stream Thursday. That went pretty well. I think we got like 70,000 views on Reddit or something like that, which blows my mind. 70,000 people. It's a lot of people. It's like, it's like a huge football stadium full of people. Granted, they weren't all at a football stadium to see us, but it's still pretty cool though. 70,000. And then we played a wedding rehearsal down in Oriental, and that was cool. And then I didn't do anything yesterday except rehab my foot because apparently I let it get too far. But we're not going to talk about my fungus feet anymore. It's the last time. I'm just going to say that my girlfriend is a saint because she has been helping me with that. Anyways, let's play a tune. This one's called Cat Calendars, and this is probably the oldest song on the record. I wrote this one 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. This one is about how do I say this G-rated? I took some things one night and saw some things and realized some things, and we'll leave it at that. But this one's called Cat Calendars, and it's about seeing things. Cat calendars and one-night stands, and making money with both my hands, and thinking up songs when I probably ought to go to bed. Boss man said he's gonna cut me loose, but I don't care to tell you the truth, 'cause I could die tomorrow and it sure ain't to die at work. So pour another bowl of acid for two. We'll see if I can't forget about you. It's probably not a good plan, but what else I'm gonna do? and I needed just to get by. But now it's getting harder just staying alive. And if you're gonna judge me, I guess just go ahead. When your eyes start to strain at night and you see things run through the light, you better wait before you blink, 'cause it might be more than what you think. Sorry about the dings, y'all. My text thread is getting blown up right now and I forgot to mute it. So if you hear a little ting, I think it's some key. You might be in pitch with it. Crackle fire and a new tattoo. Take the bait and sit there and stew. I hate to say it, but some days it's easy to do. And other days I can get right by. I don't even need to get high. Most of the time it helps just to shut out the noise. But when your eyes start to strain at night and you see things running through the light, you better wait before you blink, 'cause it might be more than what you think. And then right here on the song, there's a guitar solo, and I do not remember recording it, but it is awesome. It's my favorite thing that I did on the album musically. And I remember I went to record the guitar solo for this part, and there was already something there, and I was like, what the hell is that? And it was like this awesome guitar solo that apparently I did one night or something. I kept it because it was good. It was really good. I was really proud of it. But you guys gotta check out the album version of this song, because it's got some cool. This is the spaciest track on there. We got weird on this one, Caleb and I. Waking up with a wrench in my head and wondering if I'm better off dead. I called in sick for the third time this week. Come to think, I won't really lie. Just last night I thought I was dying until I saw the sun creeping through my door. Kinda feels like I'm stuck in reverse, like I was born with a terrible curse to walk alone, nowhere to go. I can't take nobody else leaving. This empty feeling has got me reeling, and I can't think of a better time to go. When your eyes start to strain at night and you see things run through the light, you better wait before you blink, 'cause it might be more than what you think. You better wait before you blink, 'cause it might be over before you think. Right on. Oh, so yes, that tune's called Cat Calendars, and we won't dabble too much in what that one's about for any kids watching, but or if my mom's watching, close your ears, Mom. And I also have, no, I won't call it an obsession, but I'm a big cat fan, and I found this Instagram page called Cats on Amps, and it's just what it sounds like. It's guitar amplifiers with cats like on them and in the back of them and stuff like that, and so that became the name of the song, Cat Calendars. And I've never actually had a one night stand. I just thought it was a cool line to put in there. So sorry, I'm not trying to sound cool. I just thought it was a cool sounding line. But my girlfriend's parents are like, oh, glad you cleared that one up. So next tune, we'll move right ahead, get away from that. This one was originally called Cosmo's Lullaby, and then I tried to be cool and change the name of it to Melodia de Cosmo with the I, with a little accent over the I, like a Spanish word. So anybody that hasn't noticed that yet, go check it out. I made sure it made it onto all platforms. That I has an accent on it everywhere, because I feel the need to be obsessive over things that don't matter at all. But this one is so I play mandolin, dobro, and guitar on this track, and I was trying to come up with some cool way to accurately recreate that via live stream, and couldn't make it happen, unfortunately. So I'm going to play it as it was intended. I wrote this on guitar, and Cosmo sort of just like was laying there, and he fell asleep while I was playing it. And I was like, well, it must be good if I can just put the dog to sleep with it. Or that bad, I don't know. And then I was out walking one day, and I was like, man, that'd be cool if I, did it on a bunch of instruments and made this big thing out of it. And so that was cool. I had to learn it on 2 other instruments, which was quite tricky, actually. In hindsight, I would have put it in a different key and made it easier, but where's the fun in that? But anyways, this one's called Melodia de Cosmo. It's something like this. Something like that, with a few less sour notes in there. Whew, that's tough. It's crazy how I always watched when I was learning to play music and bluegrass music and stuff. I was always amazed that they weren't really looking at what they were doing, and I've actually. It seems easier to just close your eyes, because like right now you guys can't see it, but there's like a pedal board and an amp and guitar cases and CDs straight everywhere and wrapping paper, and it's kind of distracting, so it's almost easier just to like go into a different place for a minute. And I always like to remind myself that there's been blind people that were freaking awesome. Like, you know, like Doc Watson. Like anytime, like we were playing in the, we played a show a couple weeks ago and it got dark and I couldn't see my fretboard anymore, my mandolin, and I was screwing up and it was like, well, like that dude never saw his fretboard, so like, what are you bitching about right now? Figure it out. So now I practice in the dark. That's right. Let's see. Got 2 songs left on the album there. Speaking of the album, if you haven't got it yet, if you haven't listened to it yet, you can head to WinstonMitchellMusic.com. And at WinstonMitchellMusic.com, you can get the CD, which looks awesome, and I don't have one nearby, but it looks like this. Jack did a really, really good job on the artwork. My buddy Jack, he's amazing. I like the artwork better than the album, almost. So you can get that CD, and you can also just download it for a pay-what-you-want price. So if you want to pay nothing for it, a penny, 25 cents, $5, all the way up to $1 billion. I won't accept any more than that. If you do, I'm just going to donate it. So I guess, yeah, sure, go ahead, but I'm not going to keep it. So you can get that there. It's also on all the digital platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, like 150 other ones I'd never heard of that I just paid this one company to put it on everything. Which I will say, I am quite proud. It took a lot of, I won't call it organization because it wasn't super organized of a process, but I think it all went off without a hitch. I've noticed it's not a spelling error. There's one thing capitalized on all the digital stuff that, or isn't capitalized. It should be capitalized, but whatever. I'm happy. It made it everywhere else, and so anywhere you want to listen to it. If you're gonna do the streaming thing, I will ask that you put that shit on repeat forever. But the CDs are really cool. I understand not everybody has a CD player, but it was the only way I could figure out how to get some cool artwork with it and not completely go into debt. Vinyl records are cool, but man, those things are expensive to make. So we got CDs. Everybody break out your Discman. The next song is the next to last song on there. And the little lick or the riff or whatever, it came from like a little pinky exercise I was doing. And a little hand stretch thing I like to do. And then I remembered as I was playing it, that this part, I remember my dad doing that one time, and he thought that it sounded like it was, he said it sounded like it was underwater, like an aquarium or something. And I realized I was sort of subconsciously playing that, and I was like, oh shit, I guess I should write a song with that. But this is a song about a dream I had one night when we were out on the road. I can't remember where we stayed at, but I was walking around town the next day and came up with this. This one's called Last Night's Dream. Had enough of myself this morning. I think I forgot to eat. And as I walk down 23rd Avenue, I think I forgot to breathe. And as I headed north, I remembered last night's dream. Should've known you showed up way I'm smoking like a fiend, feeling old. You made me feel so damn old. Catch a whiff of street-grade hot dogs while the pigeons fly. I'm just a realer kind of heartburn. I might have to give it a try. Or anything that can help me make it through this day. Lately I've been feeling some kind of helpless way, feeling old. You made me feel so damn old. Wouldn't say that I'm a cowboy. I can't ride a horse for shit. But the miles I've ridden along, more than I care to admit. The highway always seems to get the best of me. I get to thinking how I never will break free, getting old. You made me feel so damn old. So yeah, that's a tune called Last Night's Dream. It's about a dream I had. And kind of like, I guess it's kind of about trying not to think about things as wasted time, but more of a, trying to be thankful for things that you wouldn't, that at a time you weren't thankful for, but now looking back, you're kind of being glad that things went the way they did, and yeah, something like that. But on a lighter note, this one's called Talking New Mexico Blues, and this one's a fun one. I'm gonna crunch some ice in the microphone for you. Hope you enjoy that. This one's got a whole bunch of lyrics, and I think I got them pulled up here in an order that I can see them all. That's right, folks. I couldn't remember all the lyrics to a song I wrote. I will tell you that I only had to cheat on one other song. So, with one being an instrumental, I knew the words to 5 of them. So, but anyways, this is a tune. How did this one start? Let's see. Me and Kelsey were hanging out in my old room, and I wanted to write a song. So Charlie Daniels has a song called Uneasy Rider, and and I think Johnny Cash does a couple, but they're like talking blues songs where you don't really sing, you just kind of tell a story, which is really crazy to track vocally because, well, I've never tracked any vocals before to amount to anything before this album. So I saved this one for last, and I'd kind of gotten like to where I thought I was doing a good job of recording them, which according to Caleb I did. So they were good gain structures, which is kind of weird. It's hard to actually videotape the interface, and I would sing and then look back at the video, because if I was looking at the lights, I wasn't really singing straight into it. But so tracking this one, it's just a lot of talking. So I was like, how do I just talk? Just get in there and talk. So this is a song about some shit that went down in New Mexico, apparently. And it sounds something like this. Bill was pissing in the desert in New Mexico when a man walked up and said hello. Asked if he'd be kind enough to give him a lift. He said, I've been out here for 13 days, walking and roasting in the hot sun rays. I reckon it's time for me to be heading home. Well, right about then, Bill started to notice this fella was snacking on a bag of locusts. His skin was all scaly and full of scabs. He said, pardon me, friend, my name is Clarence. I guess you've noticed my strange appearance. You can see I ain't from around here. He said, nice to meet you, my name's Bill. You can hop on in, but you know the drill. Ask, cash, or grass, nobody rides for free. He's got them talking New Mexico, hitchhiking blues. He's too damn tired to walk today. Thinking maybe that his luck's turned around. Bill just pulled over to save the day. Well, they pulled out on the Route 29, and Clarence started chugging on a bottle of wine. Damn if he didn't throw it right up on the dashboard. And Bill said, listen man, I normally wouldn't mind. Tags are out or else it'd be just fine. A cop just drove by and my heart nearly leapt from my chest. Well, just when he thought they were in the clear, he saw blue lights flashing in his rearview mirror. And Bill said, sit tight, Clarence, and let me do all the talking. Well, they pulled the truck over on the edge of the shoulder, and up walked old Smokey with a hand on his holster, asked him if he could kindly roll down the window, please. Well, just as he reached down towards the handle, old Clarence got a spider down in his sandal, started freaking out, causing a scene. Well, things were starting to escalating real quickly, and it looked like it was all about to get real tricky. Smokey ever got a good look in the passenger seat. Got them talking New Mexico, pulled over blue, hoping he don't wind up in jail. Lord, if you're watching, would you send down an angel? Might need someone to pay his bail. Well, the cop got suspicious and pointed in the light, and pointed at Clarence and saw something wrong right. Said, so what's the story with your friend over there? And Bill said, this is Clarence O'Callahan. He's in the extraterrestrial country and western swing band. We're just coming back from a show in Santa Fe. Yeah, they specialize in them spacey tunes. They'll be leaving for tour this coming June. Well, you should check them out. They're out of this world. Well, the cop looked at him right square in the eyes, and Bill stared back with a worried disguise. The cop pulled out a notepad and pen and started to write. Well, the last thing he needed was a ticket from the man, but instead he asked what was the name of the band. He'd love to check him out as soon as he got home. So Randy Riders and the Uranus Riders is what they used to be called until Randy retired. But now they just go by the green cars. He's got them car driving, ticket writing, policeman blue. Just pulled the first car of the day. Here in New Mexico, where the sunset makes you blind, never can be sure just why he stayed. made it up like it was covered in jelly. Said get your tags renewed next time you would find him. Must have rode 10 miles before either said anything. But Clarence spoke up, said it was a hell of a story, to which Bill replied he thought it was kind of corny. Surely there had to be a better reason for why he was here. He said, I come down here to learn your ways, from the beer you drank to the cows you raised. Things back home but getting kind of out of hand. And all Bill could think was, why in the hell would you go of all places in the world to New Mexico, and just how far he'd come to get here. But then up ahead there's shine a blinking dot, and Clarence said, up there is where I'm getting off. Thank you kindly for all your help. Bill said, Clarence, best of luck to you now. Clarence got out, took a bow. That was the last we ever saw of Clarence O'Callaghan. Got them talking New Mexico, alien blue. Barely made his red eye headed home. 13 days of watching people acting strange. Now he's flying back to the unknown. That ending again. Yeah. So that's the album, folks. If you like it, be sure to stream it or buy it or whatever you want to do. I appreciate you giving it a listen more than anything. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to record. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry. 1 second. Man. Really all just went to hell there at the end. Need more hands. A friend of mine used to say, man, if I had a third hand, I'd be hell. I think that's a true statement. I think we all would be. Can you imagine all the cool stuff you could do if you had 3 hands? So yeah, so that's the album. Spoiler alert, already working on the next one. And I got 1 1/3 songs written for it. So, yeah. Well, let's play one of them. I got a slide around here. Y'all give me 1 more second. You buried with me this long. Anybody got a slide? Gotta be a slide in here, right? Aha! That's right. Well, I wrote it with a glass slide, but whatever. I can't get to my glass one right now. But so yeah, this is we'll call this a teaser bonus track or something like that. Not a bonus track. This one isn't on the album, but I wrote this one. One of my favorite movies is called "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" And one of the tunes on there is there's a rendition of "Hard Time Killing Floor Blues," and it's in open D minor. And I was trying to figure out how to play it, and I realized that it was in a weird tuning, and so I had to figure out said tuning because it was so good. So yeah, this is open D minor for all you music heads out there. I wrote this one, I guess back in like May or something like that. I hit my first rut of quarantine. So the first like couple weeks was weird. It's kind of like, I don't know what's happening. I'm stuck at home. And then there was like a few weeks of like, this is awesome. Like, I'm chilling, playing music, recording. And then I kind of got sick of hearing myself play for a while because I didn't have anybody else to play with. And I found this tuning, and I was kind of like immediately inspired again. I was like, cool, that's something different, you know. I'm not just playing chords again. But this one's called "I'll Make It Home." Let's see if I can remember how this goes. Coming home to you. Well, it's late, but I'm coming home to you. Yeah, I'll be there warm, and if I have to crawl, that's what I'll do. Oh, it's dark, but I can see the road just fine. Oh, it's dark, but I can see the road just fine. Yeah, I'll be there warm, and I'll be there by the morning time. 'Cause I can't make it without your love. I might go crazy if I can't make it home, but I'll make it home. I should have called it feeling half alive. Well, if you will start to wonder where I am, I said, well, if you will start to wonder where I am, well, just hold on, baby, 'cause I'm driving just as fast as I can. 'Cause I can't make it without your love. I might go crazy if I can't make it home, but I'll make it home. Right on. That's a tune called I'll Make It Home. That I wrote not too long ago. I like a lot.